Hey, Miss Joanna here, and in this video we're going to review ringtones. We're going to play the tonalization exercise from page 9 in Suzuki Book 2, and we're going to play Judas Maccabaeus. Your violin has to be in tune for the ringtone exercise to go successfully. So please stop this video right now and make sure your violin is in tune. Now that your violin is in tune, let's talk about the ringtones. So the ringtones are the notes that we play with our fingers on the violin that have the same note name as the open strings: E, A, D, and G. You know third finger on the A string. What's that note name? D. Note name D is the same as the D string. Our violin has to be in tune for the ringtones to work. Our finger has to be at the right spot in the fingerboard on the tape. And we cannot be touching the D string when we're playing our third finger on the A string if we want the ringtone to work. Our violin can be on our neck and shoulder, and let's put our third finger on the A string. Check that your third finger isn't touching the E string or the A string, and let's listen for the ring that occurs after our bow stops. I'm going to try it out. Ready? Here I go. I heard the ring after my note. It's not a long bow. We're listening carefully to the sound that occurs after the bow stops. Let's review the ringtones together, and I'm going to start with third finger on the E string. If we've done this already together in person, please play along. And if not, I know listening to this will help you to learn it. Try listening to see if you hear the ring on my violin. All right, third finger on the E string. Note name A. Here we play. To D. To G. Here comes 4, D. To A. To E. Low to G. To E, 1. To A. Short bows on each string, listening carefully to the sound that occurs after the bow stops. Did you hear the ringing on my violin? Stop this video, try it on your own, listen for the ringing on your instrument. It might not be exactly on the tapes, but it's good that you use your ears. And judge for yourself if you hear your violin ring. If you want, go back in this video and try playing with me as you watch our ringtone series one more time. Well, our ringtones are something we're practicing and getting better at each time we try that out. And in our tonalization exercise, we can listen for our ringtones. We can also try tonalizing. And in Suzuki Book 2, our tonalization is our experience of testing and trying our sounds that we make with the bow on the string. Our first tonalization assignment is to make our strongest violin sound. How loud can our violin be? What is our bold, bright, forte tonalization that we can play as we do our tonalization exercise? Where are you going to get your boldest, your brightest, your forte sound on your violin? Let's go for it. Violin on your neck and shoulder, and we're going to put your bow so it's closer to the bridge, maybe than it's ever been. Is your bow on top of the bridge? Maybe that's a little too close. But just next to it is a great place to start. Have you ever played next to your bridge? Let's try it out with Mississippi. Stop, stop, A string, ready, play. Listen again. I don't think that was my strongest, boldest, and loudest tone. But Miss Joanna knows that this is where your bow should be. Now let's do something else. We're going to put a little more weight into our bow hand so that you can see the stick maybe approaching the bow hair if you look straight ahead. We're going to use a little longer bow, and we're not going to play Mississippi stop, stop. Let's play down, pony, up, pony on the A string with the strong hand. Ready, A string, play. Did you hear that? That didn't go like the first time. That was a stronger tone, a bolder tone. That is my forte. Our sound that is our loudest violin, our strongest tone, is next to the bridge with a little bit of weight in your hand. Try it with me and tell me, do I use a long bow or a short bow? Let's try it out again. Land by the bridge. Ready? Here we play. I was close to the tip, and then I was close to the frog. I would call that a long bow. I know the down, pony, for the pony parts, that's a little shorter. We're using a long bow, a little bit of weight in our hand, and we're playing close to the bridge. That's our tonalization combination. Our recipe to get our strongest, loudest, boldest violin tone. When you play this, do you hear the scratchy sound? You know the scratchy sound a violin makes. That's not like a violin I heard at the concert. Let's try a little bit more and see if you can find your boldest tone and your scratch. Are we going to figure it out? Let's try violin on your neck and shoulder, bow on the A string. We're looking for our boldest tone and sometimes the scratch. Down, pony, ready, here we play. A little scratch when I do the pony part of my bow. Let's try it again. Here we play. I'm going to tighten my bow. I think I could get even more scratch. Let's try it again. Ready, set, and play. Do you think I could get more scratch than that? Let's find out. Ready, set, and play. Ooh, I felt like I was at the mechanics. I think that was the scratch I can get from my violin. Well, you know when you're playing the violin, we don't want the scratch. But just next to it, if we take our violin and we practice playing just next to the scratch, we'll get our boldest, our strongest, our forte violin tone. Let's try the tonalization exercise. We're listening for our ringtones, and we're listening for our tonalization bow, our strong bow. Our bow is next to the bridge. There's a little weight in our hand, and we are playing with long bows. We're going to do down, up, for each note of our tonalization. Violin on your neck and shoulder, starting with G, third finger, on the D string, down, up, ready, set, and play. Hearing my violin at its loudest volume. Stop this video and try that exercise on your own. Listen for your loudest volume. Listen for the ringing tone as you play our ring tones, G, D, A, and E. Listen for the scratch as you play your loudest and boldest. And remember, if you're getting the scratch, you're headed in the right direction. Did you practice that on your own once? Okay, let's keep going. This tonalization is powerful stuff, and we're going to learn how to play with our loudest forte tone, because this is book 2 and we're ready for it. So let's practice Judas Maccabaeus with our loudest, strongest forte tone. Maybe that's not how you play it when you perform it, but we can use this to help you grow. Okay, starting with Judas Maccabaeus, and remember, our tonalization is in effect. Are you going to hear the ringtones too? Will you hear your violin ringing? Make sure your finger's on the right spot. Try not to touch the other strings. La da 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 da. D, ready, 1 and 2, and strong bow, ready, play. I could hear my violin ringing after I stopped playing that last note. I could hear my scratching as I explored my loudest tone. Try playing Judas Maccabaeus this way on your own. Try playing it along with the video you just watched. We're going to add this new strong tone to your violin vocabulary, and we'll practice Judas Maccabaeus and our tonalization exercise to help you out. Plus, you're about to graduate from the tapes on your violin, if you haven't already. That ringtone exercise is going to teach you about the ways that your violin is making sound that is new, or maybe you've already kind of started to see happening with your ears. Thanks for trying this out with me. Keep on trying. I'm looking forward to hearing your strong violin tone and your shining, ringing ringtones. I'll see you next time. Bye.